This chapter is the Koyagyu Fief. It's a short one, but it's dense in symbolism and in importance. I think the entire chapter is maybe 3 pages, but it's so good. It's so awesome as far as what it contains, and it piggybacks right off of the Hannya Plain, and it also ties into a bunch of the chapters that we went through, basically from chapter 1 through now. It ties a lot of things together. The last chapter ended like this, and let me read that. The abbot's toothless mouth let out its familiar crackling laugh. "Don't you understand yet?" he asked. "That you're too strong is the only thing I have to teach you. If you continue to pride yourself on your strength, you won't live to see 30. Why, you might easily have been killed today. Think about that and decide how to conduct yourself in the future." Musashi was silent. "You accomplished something today, but it was not well done, not by a long shot. Since you're still young, I can't really blame you, but it's a grave error to think the way of the samurai consists of nothing but a show of strength. But then, I tend to have the same fault, so I'm not really qualified to speak to you on the subject. You should study the way that Yagyu Sheki Susai and Lord Kozumi of Isles have lived. Sheki Susai was my teacher, and Lord Kozumi was his. If you take them as your models and try to follow the path they have followed, you may come to know the truth." Yeah. So, Koyagyu Fief. This is a people that is entrenched in tradition, in reading, in learning the classic virtues, having faith, understanding of the spirit, not of the physical. And we'll see this here. Now, I'll break this chapter up into several sections because it's dense and packed with goodness, just awesomeness. So here we go. Dressed informally, he went out one day for a walk with Jotaro. "It's amazing," said Musashi, his eyes roving over the crops in the fields and the farmers going out for their work. "Amazing," he repeated several times. Finally, Jotaro asked, "What's amazing?" For him, the most amazing thing was the way Musashi was talking to himself. "Since leaving Mimasaka, I've been in Setsu, Kawachi, Izumi provinces, Kyoto, and Nara, and I've never seen a place like this." "Well, so what? What's so different about it?" "For one thing, there are a lot of trees in the mountains here." Jotaro laughed. "Trees? There are trees everywhere." "Well, aren't there?" "Yes, but here it's different. All the trees in Yagyu are old. That means they haven't been in any wars here. No enemy troops burning or cutting down the forests. It also means there haven't been many famines, at least for a long time." "That's all?" "No, the fields are green too, and the new barley has been well trampled to strengthen the roots and make it grow well. Listen, can't you hear the sound of spinning wheels? It seems to be coming from every house. And haven't you noticed that when travelers in fine clothes pass by, the farmers don't look at them envious? Anything else? As you can see, there are many young girls working the fields. This means that the district is well off and that life is normal here. The children are growing up healthy, the old people are treated with due respect, and the young men and women aren't running off to live uncertain lives in other places. It's safe. It's a safe bet that the lord of the district is wealthy, and that the swords and the guns in his armory are kept polished and in the best condition." "I don't see anything so interesting in all that," complained Jotaro. I don't imagine you would. Anyway, you didn't come here to admire the scenery. Aren't you going to fight the samurai of the House of the Yagyu? Fighting isn't all there is to the art of war. The men who think that way are satisfied to have food to eat and a place to sleep. They are mere vagabonds. A serious student is much more concerned with training his mind and disciplining his spirit than with developing martial skills. He has to learn about all sorts of things: geography, irrigation, the people's feelings, their manners, and their customs. Their relationship with the lord of their territory. He wants to know what goes on inside the castle, not just what goes on outside it. He wants essentially to go everywhere he can and learn everything he can. Yeah. So as you can see, these the warriors within that castle, the Koyagyu Castle, are highly respected. The entire area is different from the Kyoto area, from where the Yoshiokas come from. And their attitude is completely different when it comes to relationships to the land and within hierarchies in between men and women as well. Right, as Musashi enters the city, this little city, to meet with Sheki Shusai to ask him for a bout, he immediately notices the beauty of the countryside, the landscape, the irrigation, the trees. Everything's nice, everything's beautiful. There's even women farming alongside the men, which doesn't happen in Kyoto because the women are treated differently. He notices that and he's like, people are happy. They're happy. Not afraid of the government. They respect the police / samurai. And the Koyagyu Valley displays the essence of a flower as compared to the major city known as Kyoto, and how it's degenerating. There's criminals, there's violence, everybody's waiting for a war, so they're on edge, they're fighting each other, it's a mess. Kyoto's a mess, while the Koyagyu Valley over here it's beautiful. It's like country, right? It's there's morals, there's discipline. The samurai are top notch. They're the ultimate warriors, especially here at this point in Musashi's life. He's got a lot of respect for these guys. As soon as he notices this peony, he knows he's in for it, right? I did a review on the flower. I mentioned it here because the flower does tie into the book, the women of the book, and it portrays a lot of what the city does to a person, how country people in this era that are not involved in the major cities, they're maintaining their traditions, the spirituality, the faith, the traditions, from tea to flowers to the peony to the beauty of nature and the flower and its symbolism to this book and Musashi and how it affects him. So I just mentioned it here briefly, but it's a whole nother theme that we can get into. Yeah. Peace, everyone, and be well.